I'm pretty devastated that I just lost about 40 minutes of material. I'm such an amateur. I was hoping it would come back, but it's not anywhere. So it was the final, it was the last half of this painting demo. But, you know, in fairness, it was quite a long demo, and it, yeah, I didn't realize that, that I can talk this much, quite frankly. So, when I was painting, I'll tell you a few of the issues that I ran into. There was a line problem happening over here where it just felt like everything there was no weight happening over here, so I needed to superimpose my branch that originally was up here and kind of move it down here a little bit more, and then I reinforced it with another gesture in my quiet space. I also got the old bag out, you know, this trick, and I found that I had too many clusters, and it kind of went against what I was talking about my rules that I wrote up here about shadows, line, space, self-isolation, and distancing. So I started pushing some of this lovely blue around to isolate some of these shapes into social distancing. And I'm still trying to honor this space to exaggerate that concept of space and isolation. And I kind of like went with this being the Jimbo of the bubble. Jim is my big orange cat, and he's a bit of a jerk. You know, he ate the birds, so he's really, you know, socially distant from the rest of us. This is probably me because I'm closest to him and he likes me best, and then this is the rest of my bubble up here. I do these little stories in my head probably to keep me relatively sane and amused, and also to sort of stay on script. I find that if I have these little stories, that I'm sticking to my original concepts, and my concepts were like super simple, not simple, but I'm not getting complicated. You don't want to say everything in one painting. It's kind of why we have series of paintings. A series where you can take one concept, and every painting you can explore, low power mode. You can explore these concepts. You can veer off track a little bit with each painting to explore what you can do with that concept and how you can make it different from the last painting. But yeah, I find that this is the beginning of a concept that I came up with based on life, and artists are historians of their own right. So I'm taking the subject that I'm familiar with, that I studied for the last 15 to 20 years, and I'm applying it to where the world is today. And it's going to take, it'll be interesting to see where this path leads me, because this is really painting number 1. And with every painting that I do with this self-isolation or social physical distancing and flowers distancing, I think that the goal is that as you're working on the series, that impression will come out more and more. And it's not to say that the next paintings that I do are going to be more successful at it, but what happens is that when you put a few paintings together, like let's say I get to 4 or 5 of them, and we put them together, and you're going to start to sense a mood, a pattern, commonalities. So my job is to try to exaggerate these first of all, find them, explore them, pull them out, and get you to see it or feel it without me having to paint something that looks like a photograph, because I should be able to, through expressionism, give you enough information to get the sense of what you're looking at. I'm giving you a few petals, not thousands of them. I'm not going to get stuck in the details, because the problem that happens with the details is that you don't see the painting, you don't see what's happening anymore. All you see is what you think you should be seeing, so then you're missing all these opportunities for interesting paint. You want interesting paint. If that means you have to edit from reality, then edit from reality in order to honor the paints. I mean, the thing about painting is that you can't be afraid of paint. So use the paint to create an impression of what, and yeah, I know that's making it sound easy, don't get me wrong, I went to school for this, but even school, you know, and then 15, 20 years, I don't know, I've lost track of time, I'm no spring chicken. Maybe I could bring this a little bit closer so you can start to see some of these details, but there is some nice movement going on, and what was happening more towards the end was that the shapes that were happening here in the line, I wasn't feeling enough here. And in fairness, I could probably do a little bit more here too. That's really just a couple marks, but whatever. The lines were, like, it doesn't have to be exactly what this is, but you create enough lines to create this mood, because again, one of the things that I wanted to talk about was, and this number 2 on my list there, was line. So I really wanted line to be part of my impression. I wanted shadow to be part of my impression, wanted space to be part of my impression, and the self-isolation, physical distancing. So yeah, this is a journey, and like I said, I'm happy to share my journey with you. Yeah, like I said before, hey, imagine this big for your Zoom backdrop. You're sitting at the computer. My lighting's bad because it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon now. I think it's even later. Oh, maybe this wall is a bad example, but if this painting was on a clean wall that was all white, then you'd be stepping up your Zoom background and supporting a living Canadian artist who is trying to survive a pandemic. Anyhow, I'm gonna put everything away. I think I'm gonna go for either a run on the treadmill or just go right up and lick my wounds about losing 45 minutes of filming. Coronavirus. Just kidding. I just swallowed the wrong way. Have a great evening. Have a great day. We're all in this together. Be kind. Be calm. And I hope that I was able to provide a little bit of entertainment for you. Just too bad I lost that last 45 minutes. But seriously, you don't need to watch me for 2 hours to do this painting. So, see you later.